The written testimony that was sent in, there's some people who cannot be here because they're at home taking care of their loved ones. So the Sedanos, Steph Murray, a couple of the people that were at the bottom of the list that was there, their testimony, I read every one of them last night, and it's all very valid. Chairwoman Schmidt, Vice Chair Miller, Ranking Member Denson, honorable members of the Families and Aging Committee. Thank you for allowing me to testify today in support of House Bill 465, Lauren's Law. My name is Greg Carter, and this law is named after my daughter, Lauren Elizabeth Carter. Lauren is a multiply handicapped individual with significant developmental disabilities. At 2 months old and after a few weeks in the hospital, we were told not to expect to take her home. We were given the laundry list of things she would never do. This September, Lauren will turn 37. And while she may not do things the way everyone else does, she has accomplished a lot of her never-do list, and she defies predictions on a daily basis. Lauren is non-speaking, blind, G-tube fed, incontinent, and has a developmental level of 12 to 18 months. She requires 24/7, 365 close supervision, and her sleeping pattern could never be described as normal. As she has grown up, and after she cleared the first few years, the biggest threat to her existence has been the people to whom her care has been entrusted. 3 decades ago, Lauren began her ordeal in state-sponsored care facilities, solely because that's what the system will pay for. The system will pay for someone to be in a care facility, but will not provide the same or similar resources to the people most qualified and most motivated to provide quality care to their loved ones. On May 17, 1995, Lauren was placed in an intermediate care facility here in Columbus as a resident of Heinzelin Foundation. At the time, she was 7 years old, and the distance from our home to Heinzelin was 90 miles and a drive time of an hour and a half one way. She was placed there because no one cared. No one cared that she would not have family nearby. No one cared that a facility was inappropriate. No one cared that she was not a good fit for the operation of Heinzelin, as she was the only ambulatory person there at the time. During this time, Lauren's story was documented by the Columbus Dispatch in a 4-day series called Fragile Lives by Michael Behrens. Heinzelin soon found out that the placement was wrong and that they could not handle her. And she was subsequently moved to a different facility in Middletown, Ohio called Doty House, operated by Abilities First Foundation. While Lauren's life at Heinzelin was questionable, the darkness of neglect and abuse was just beginning with the transfer to Doty House. Last year, Local 12 Cincinnati reporter David Winter reported that in 2021, the state of Ohio recorded 18,000 major unusual incidents, or MUIs. MUIs necessitate an investigation by the County Department of Developmental Disabilities. These incidents are either substantiated or unsubstantiated, and the findings are reported to the Ohio Department of Developmental Disabilities.